Is it time to bench Dillon Gabriel? I think it's obviously yes, but I'm going to tell you why they're not going to bench Dillon Gabriel coming out of the bye week, and they're going to go with the same plan that's been going on because Kevin Stefanski, he has put his foot down, and this is his guy probably until the end of time. He'll rather go to the grave with Dillon Gabriel than to give anybody else a chance. Shedeur Sanders, maybe? It's not going to happen, and he has came and said so. From the beginning of time, when dinosaurs were walking, Dillon Gabriel was given first team snaps at the beginning of training camp when this team had 4 quarterbacks. He got first team reps. We were told this guy was good. We were told he could pick up the offense. This guy has a supercomputer brain. He processes things very fast. He is so good. We were fed this information, but reporters were saying, I don't know. He doesn't look too good in camp. We were given this chart of quarterbacks, and he was the worst one when it came to completions. He was even one time, he was 3 of 16. But we were told that doesn't matter. He is so smart. He is the greatest thing since sliced bread. We are giving this guy everything. We are pushing him to the moon. And he is so good that when Joe Flacco wasn't doing the greatest, you know what? Let's trade Joe Flacco. Kenny Pickett got traded earlier. Hamstring injury. Never got to play. He went to the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's trade Joe Flacco to the Bengals, and we are going to give the keys to the future quarterback, Dillon Gabriel. That's what Kevin Stefanski handed us. That's what he wanted us to believe. Yes, let's go with Dillon out of Oregon. 6-year college quarterback. Let me not forget that. He should be able to process an NFL offense. He has had every rep that he can get to go. Now, 4 games in, I have not seen one thing that tells me he is a franchise quarterback. Heck, he's even a starting quarterback. And I know people are going to say, you just like Shedeur Sanders, that's why you're saying this. I am a Cleveland Brown fan. I have been here for the days of Jake Delhomme, Jeff Garcia, Charlie Fry, Brady Quinn, Derek Anderson, Johnny Manziel. Name a quarterback. I have been here through the tough times. I don't care if it's Baker Mayfield, Shedeur Sanders. I just want a quarterback that's freaking good. And it isn't Dillon Gabriel. That is my point. Don't give me, it's because you're a Shedeur fan. People who say that, they just don't like Shedeur Sanders. That's the point. That's what it is. My whole point is we have seen enough of Dillon Gabriel to know he is not good at the game of football. Yesterday, Sunday, against the New England Patriots, he was putrid. There was a play where he had Isaiah Bond for a touchdown, maybe a touchdown, if I remember right. No, it wasn't a touchdown because Isaiah Bond ran towards the sideline. But it would have been a deep gain, and he just didn't see him. And then when he did see him, he threw it deep, and it was absolutely terrible. It was late, and then it ended up being deflected. He doesn't have an arm. He can't throw it deep. I don't know one physical tool that he has that makes him good at being a starting quarterback in the NFL. But you know why he's not going to get benched? Because Kevin Stefanski, if you think about it, this is his first quarterback that he actually drafted, that he got to choose. When he got here, Baker Mayfield was already here, thanks to John Dorsey. He picked Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield went to the playoffs, got a playoff win, hurt his shoulder. We know the history. And then they swung and took a trade for Deshaun Watson. And we know how that went. He didn't get to draft a quarterback. He never got his guy. And when he got an opportunity to get his guy, you know who he decided to pick? This little Dillon Gabriel, who nobody had him on their draft board. Not one person. You could have got him as an undrafted free agent if you wanted to, but we used a top 100 pick on Dillon Gabriel. We could have got a lineman. We could have got a receiver. We could have got a Chick-fil-A built into the facility because Chick-fil-A tastes good. But no, we decided to get Dillon Gabriel, who does not have the talent to be a starting quarterback. I don't either, but I'm not trying to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. He is a backup. He has played like a backup, and it irks my soul. Now, we have Shedeur Sanders sitting on the bench, who was a 5th-round pick. And everybody likes to use that as an excuse of why he doesn't play. He's a 5th-round pick. Why does anybody care? Because he has the ability, and up until the draft, it was him or Cam Ward. Things happened, and then he slid all the way down, okay? Give me anybody but Dillon Gabriel at this point. Give me Shedeur Sanders. Give me Jacoby Brissett. Heck, give me Joshua Dobbs at this point. Dillon Gabriel is not the guy. Shedeur Sanders is sitting there, and for some reason, he hasn't even got first-team reps in practice. Why not? I don't know. I think they know Dillon Gabriel was so bad. If Shedeur Sanders gets a chance to get into the game, well, maybe he'll just be better than Dillon Gabriel. It's not hard to do. I think somebody watching this video right now could be better than Dillon Gabriel. Just suit up and throw it past 20 yards accurate. There, you're better. That wasn't hard at all. But they don't want that, because if Shedeur Sanders happens to be better than Dillon Gabriel, what does that mean? That means you wasted a 3rd-round pick on Dillon Gabriel when you could have got somebody else. That means you're not the smartest guys in the room. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this 5'10 quarterback from Oregon that nobody else has on their board but us, and we're going to show you why he's good. How's that working out for you? Mike Vrabel said, after those trick plays, after those gimmicks, we knew we could stop them because they suck. That's basically what he said. This offense is boring. This is the worst offense that I have ever seen in my entire life, and I've seen some bad offenses. Jerry Jeudy didn't have a catch. He only got targeted twice. No matter what you think of Jerry Jeudy, he's your #1 receiver. You throw him the football. It doesn't matter. And last but not least, before I am done with this whole subject right now of why we're not going to bench Dillon Gabriel because Kevin Stefanski is going to go to the grave with his guy, Dan Orlovsky from ESPN is very happy. You know why? He now has a teammate, a brotherhood in the quarterback family who was in the back of the end zone and just does a dumb, boneheaded move. Did you see the throw at Dillon Gabriel where he was seeing ghosts and just threw it to no one and then gave the Browns a safety? Yes, Dillon Gabriel and Dan Orlovsky of ESPN now have something in common. You can argue whose was worse, Dillon Gabriel or Dan Orlovsky. And what are we doing here as Browns fans? Coming out of the bye week, we have to witness this offense again with Dillon Gabriel heading the offense because Kevin Stefanski would rather lose, would rather go down with the ship instead of maybe, just maybe, giving Shedeur Sanders, yes, I know he's a 5th-round pick, but maybe infusing some energy into the offense, maybe infusing some confidence. You know, people say, well, he's too cocky. He's too cocky. Maybe some of that confidence is needed into this offense because right now it has none. And we wasted a generational 5-sack game by Myles Garrett with this terrible offense that can't produce anything. That's all I got. You let me know in the comment section. Is it time to bench Dillon Gabriel, or are you with Kevin Stefanski? Let's go down with the ship of this ineptitude of this piece of trash offense. Let me know. If you're still here, at the end of your comment, hashtag Stefanski, because it's all on him, and I'm tired of this mess. And just watch some more videos. At the end, something's going to pop up. Click on that video. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm sick of this team. We suck. And I don't know what else to say. You know the drill. It's all love. Peace.